and welcome back to another book haul. Yes, you heard right, another book haul, you guys. I am getting through these book hauls relatively very fast. Now, I don't know when these book hauls are going out to you, but I have been filming and editing like every single day this week. So, yay me, I'm really proud of myself. So, today I have another load of books to show you guys. So, let's just go ahead and get right into this haul, you guys. So, as always, I will leave links down below to my book haul playlist. Definitely check out my bookshelf organization to see me build my little book nook area and organize all my books on my shelf. Great video, so definitely check that video out. So today I have some books from Walmart that I picked up from my local grocery store. They have like a bargain book box that has like really low discounted books in the box. So I picked up a couple books from there, and then I also picked up quite a few books from Pangobooks. If you've watched my recent book hauls that I've uploaded, then you would know that I am like in love with Pangobooks right now. Pangobooks is a online website and app where you can sell and buy used books and even new books and like bookish merch. So I have been loving it. They have really good deals on there. I've said this before, they kind of get you with those shipping charges, but when the books are like anywhere from $2 to $8, I really don't mind paying that shipping fee. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. So all of these books I've already unboxed, or I bought them in the stores myself, so I already know what they are. Honestly, the box from Pangobooks, I haven't looked at it in a while since I opened it, and I've had it for about like a month now, I believe. And I'm finally getting down to this box, so let's do it, because there are a lot of good items in here and I cannot wait to add these to my shelf. So first up, we have The Guest List by Lucy Foley. You'd Kill to Be on It. So this is also a book of the month book. I've mentioned this before, but I picked up a lot of book of the month books from Pangobook, so really great steal. And as you can see, super great condition. I won't go over every single synopsis because then we'll be here forever. I've said this before. So I give a little paragraph of like what it's mainly about. So this book says, it's the wedding of the year, but someone won't survive it. Ooh, that sounds really good and mysterious. So I picked up that book. We have I Owe You One by Sophie Kinsella, and it's like 3D, so it like sticks out of the book and you can like feel the engraving of the words, which is pretty cool. And it says, from New York Times bestselling author Sophie Kinsella comes an irresistible story of love and empowerment about a young woman with a complicated family, a handsome man who might be the one, and an IOU that changes everything. I remember reading the synopsis on this book and I was like, yes. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to dive into all of these books, and I have said that on every single book haul, but I kid you not, I'm so excited for all of these books. I can read an entire book within a week or shorter. I do have kids, I do homeschool, I also work from home, and when I'm not on break, I also go to school from home. So yeah, I have a lot going on between being a mom and a wife and an individual, so I don't really get to read as much. So reading an entire book in a week for me is like amazing. That is really fast for me with how much I have going on in my life. But anyways, I cannot wait to read these books, you guys. All right, next up we have Wild is the Witch by Rachel Griffin. Can we talk about this cover? Like, so beautiful and like calming and peaceful looking. So this book says, from the New York Times bestselling author of The Nature of Witches comes an immersive enemies to lovers contemporary fantasy standalone. So, enemies to lover trope is like one of my absolute favorite tropes to read about. So, I'm excited for this, and anything that includes witches as well is definitely right up my alley. All right, next we have Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. This is a Reese's book club. Go ahead and give you the synopsis on this. It says, Andromeda is a Deptera, an exorcist hired to cleanse households of the evil eye. She would be hired, that is, if her mentor hadn't thrown her out before she could earn her license. Now her only hope of steady work is to find a patron, a rich, well-connected individual who will vouch for her abilities. When a handsome young heir named Magnus Rochester reaches out to hire her, Andromeda takes the job without question. Never mind that he's rude and demanding and eccentric, that the contract comes with a number of outlandish rules, and that almost a dozen Deptera had quit before her. If Andromeda wants to earn a living, she has no choice, but she quickly realizes this is a job like no other, with horrifying manifestations at every turn, and that Magnus is hiding far more than she has been trained for. Death is the most likely outcome if she stays. And the reason every Deptera before her has quit, leaving Magnus to live out his curse alone, isn't an option, because, heaven help her, she's falling for him. That sounds so good and interesting, so I cannot wait for this. As you can see, this book was from Target. It still has a sticker on it, and look at this. This book is like brand spanking new. All right, next one. Definitely excited for this book. Bringing Down the Duke by Eve Dunmore. Anything with dukes, duchesses, king, queens, historical romance, historical periods, dramas, I am in for. I love everything historical romance, so you've definitely got me just on that alone. This is also a book of the month book. A daring Oxford rebel takes on a powerful duke in a love story that threatens to upend the British social order. Yes, please. Yes, please. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. Ooh, next one. This book has been on my wish list for some time now, and this is Thistlefoot by Jenna Rose Nethercott. And so this is kind of like a retelling of the Baba Yaga, which I believe is like a Russian folklore, if I'm not mistaken. So it says, like Neil Gaiman and Susanna Clarke, Jenna Rose Nethercott understands the precise alchemy of darkness and whimsy that compromise all the best fairy tales. So yeah, this is just like a retelling of Baba Yaga. I believe it's about like two siblings that have been like estranged, and then they come together with the inheritance of this house, and with this house comes with, you know, all things Baba Yaga. So very, very interesting. I definitely want to get my hands on like the original story of Baba Yaga, and I kind of want to read into that, because I didn't even know what Baba Yaga was until my sister told me, because as I was getting in this book mail, me and my sister were kind of like sifting through the books and seeing what I got, and she was like, oh, that's about Baba Yaga, and I was like, Baba Yaga, like what is that? You know, like I just read the synopsis on this book and it was really interesting to me. Like I didn't know this was like a retelling of Baba Yaga, so a shout out to my sister for letting me know about Baba Yaga. So I definitely want to like read the actual like original story of Baba Yaga before I dive into this, but nonetheless, this sounds really, really interesting. And then we have The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. This is also a book of the month book. A vivid reimagining of one of literature's most twisted love triangles. Interesting. So anything love triangle, we're here for it, because we want to know who the character ends up picking, right? So picked up that book. And then the last one from Pangobooks is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. From the best-selling author of The Guest List comes a new locked room mystery set in a Paris apartment building in which every resident has something to hide. And since this is the last book, I will go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. Jess needs a fresh start. She's broke and alone, and she's just left her job under less than ideal circumstances. Her half-brother Ben didn't sound thrilled when she asked if she could crash with him for a bit, but he didn't say no. And surely everything will look better from Paris, right? Only when she shows up to find a very nice apartment could Ben really have afforded this. He's not there. The longer Ben stays missing, the more Jess starts to dig into her brother's situation, and the more questions she has. Ben's neighbors are an eclectic bunch and not particularly friendly. Jess may have come to Paris to escape her past, but it's starting to look like it's Ben's future that's in doubt. Everyone's a neighbor, everyone's a suspect, and everyone knows something they're not telling. Yes, sign me up. Anything mysterious, thriller-esque, I am here for, so I cannot wait to dive into this book. I've also heard that Lucy Foley's work is absolutely amazing, so I definitely want to find that out for myself. All right, Pango box, empty. Moving on to some books that I picked up from my local grocery store. I picked up The Return by Nicholas Sparks. So it says, in the romantic tradition of Dear John, New York Times bestselling author Nicholas Sparks returns with the story of an injured Navy doctor and two women whose secrets will change the course of his life. So I believe this is basically about a man that comes back from Afghanistan and he's helping out his grandfather. He meets a sheriff lady that he starts falling for, and I think she has like secrets, and he's trying to figure that out, as well as his feelings for her. Is kind of what I got off of it. I could be wrong, but I kind of just skimmed through it when I picked it up, and it sounded really good. So that's kind of just like what I got off of skimming through it. So that sounded really good to me. And then I also picked up It All Comes Down to This by Therese Ann Fowler. Pretty cover. And it says, meet the Geller sisters, the men they can't live or without, and the main summer house that holds the key to their happiness. So based off just like skimming through it, it's kind of about these three different sisters and how they all lead different lives. I believe somebody dies. I want to say it's their mom, and they're like inheriting her house and things like that. And I believe there's just like a bunch of secrets that unlock with inheriting stuff from their mother. So that's kind of what I got off of just skimming through it. Hopefully my assumptions are right about what I'm telling you guys about the synopsis. If it's not, well then whatever I just said makes for a really great book. So somebody should write it. Okay, and then the last one that I picked up from my bargain box at my local grocery store is The Chosen Ones by Veronica Roth. This cover is super pretty. You have the stars all along this book, which is so cute. And then it says, saving the world once made them heroes, saving it again might destroy them. So I believe this is like a sci-fi book. It's kind of about these teenagers who are like the prophesized ones. You have like your main villain, I'm assuming, called the Dark One. Basically they have to like do stuff for them, and if they don't, then the world that once fell apart and is now normalized again. Here comes my little baby. Ah, my little baby, say hi, mommy. And if they don't do what the Dark One says, then I don't know, I think something happens to their world or to them. So something along those lines, but it sounded really good. So I picked that up. And then from Walmart, I picked up 3 books as well. So first and foremost, I picked up Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. This has been on my list for some time. I really want to get the indie book covers of these because those are absolutely stunning, but I don't think they make them anymore, so I'll have to find somebody that is selling them. But for now, these will make do. This has definitely been on my list of books to pick up and read about. So it says, how many loves do you get in a lifetime? That definitely sounds very good. For me, I feel like you get one love once in a lifetime, but everyone is different. Everyone has different opinions on that. But yeah, this sounds really good. So I picked that up. Oh, another book that I have been super excited for, and that is Bride by Allie Hazelwood. There has been so much rage about this book, and I cannot wait to dive into it and see what the hype is all about. But anything fantasy, werewolves, vampires, you've definitely got me. I'm pretty sure this book is about vampires. Yes, a vampire bride and an alpha werewolf form a dangerous alliance in this enthralling new paranormal romance. Yes. I absolutely love all things vampires. Vampires are probably my favorite type of fantasy books, so I can't wait to dive into this. All right, last book that I picked up from Walmart is King of Pride. This is book 2, and this is by Anna Hong. I already picked up the first book in this series if you watched my last book haul. So when I seen this at Walmart, I definitely had to pick it up. It is a 7-book series, and it is written about the 7 sins. So the first one is Wrath. This one is Pride. And it says, she's his opposite in every way and the greatest temptation he's ever known. If you want to learn a little bit more about the synopsis, definitely check out my last book haul where I actually read the entire synopsis of what this series is about. Or you could even go look it up yourself. But I'm excited to add this to my collection. And that is the last book in this haul, you guys. I believe I have one more book haul to do coming soon to you guys, and I also have a children's book haul coming soon to you guys as well. You see her little feet trying to get down from the bed. But now I need to scan all of these books into my library, then organize them on my bookshelf. Okay, so we have loads and loads and loads of books to add to my library, you guys. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, you guys, so I went ahead and put all of my books on my shelf. My shelves are filling up really, really fast. If you watch my bookshelf organization video that I posted on here, and then watching now, my shelves are pretty full. They are getting very, very full. I still have like a little bit of room, but I definitely need to order the rest of my bookshelves to get into this book nook, because I'm definitely going to need room to grow, especially because I absolutely love books. I love buying books. I love reading books, looking at my books. So I definitely need to order those bookshelves soon. My birthday is coming up soon. I am going to be 29, believe it or not, because I definitely don't look it, okay? But I asked my husband if I didn't already buy my bookshelves, that for my birthday I would like my bookshelves. So that is what I asked for my birthday this year, and of course to go book shopping and get coffee and have dinner for my birthday. That is what I'm asking for my birthday. But anywho, yeah, my shelves are getting really, really full, as you can see. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this book haul as much as I did. Now I need to go get the kids ready because we are about to go to a hockey game. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I really hope that it gave you guys some inspiration on books to pick up the next time you are in your local bookstore, or even if you're buying online. Definitely check out Pangobooks. I will leave a link down below. And yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like on your way out. Help out your girls' channel. Help me grow here on YouTube. And I will see all of you book lovers next time.